How many of us are guilty of treating our tummies like trash buckets? Loading them up with refined, modified, processed and unhealthy foods every day has become somewhat of a hobby for us. So in the spirit of fab abs and flat stomachs, here's a great list of do's and don'ts that's about to become your belly Bible. Water retention is caused by excess fluids that build up in the body. Now these not only make your belly swell up, but they also make your fingers and ankles swell up as well. Now since none of us are fans of being asked if we're pregnant, unless of course there's actually a baby in there, drinking a lot of water is the answer. Because what this does is that it constantly flushes out all the toxins and the fluids from your body, thus preventing water retention. Refined carbohydrates are basically plant-based foods that have had all the nutrients sucked out of them during processing. So basically what you're left with is a product that's completely devoid of any vitamins, minerals or fiber. Some great examples of refined carbohydrates are bread, pasta, energy drinks, packet snacks and rice, which is so sad because that's my favorite. But what you should do is cut these out of your diet and you will see visible differences for in either up to a few weeks or a month. So here's a little bit of a shocker. We all have abs, but what these little devils love to do is hide under all the layers of belly fat and use them to wrap them around themselves like a cozy little blanket. So the answer to this is not to do a lot of push-ups and crunches, because even though that does seem perfectly normal because they're all ab exercises, what you need to do first is a lot of cardio. So either swimming, walking, jogging, anything that gets your heart pumping. Because what these do is that they burn the layer of fat right off your belly, paving the way to your abs that are underneath. So think of it more like a shovel that's digging through layers of dirt to get to the treasure. Even though it seems perfectly logical to go hardcore on all your ab exercises and kill it with the crunches, don't do something like this by getting carried away with like these 100 crunches a day challenges, because these do not help. Because numbers is not that important as opposed to constantly keeping your core engaged. So even 20 sit-ups done right will do a world of a difference as compared to 100 sit-ups done completely carelessly. These foods that thrill your tummy have got to make it to your list. White meats like fish and chicken are great because they're extremely lean and full of protein. And intake of omega-3 fatty acids is also extremely essential to any flat belly diet. This is because they aid the breakdown of fat in the body and even reduce any additional fat storage. Because weirdly enough, it takes fat to burn fat. Great sources of omega-3 fatty acids are fish like salmon, mackerel and tuna. Dark green leafy vegetables like spinach and broccoli are also a great addition because they have very few calories but still a lot of nutrients. As tempting as it can sometimes be to just use sheer willpower and starve yourself to that flat belly by literally eating a peanut every time you think you're going to pass out, this is not the answer. What happens when you starve yourself is that your metabolism completely shuts down because it thinks that it's not getting any food. So that even when you do eat the slightest bit, your body tends to hoard that and store that as fat. So essentially what you're doing by starving yourself is actually asking your body to store more fat. So in conclusion, thou must take these points into consideration to get thyself that glorious gut. So go ahead, stay healthy, stay tuned, and stay glamorous.